Okay. 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 Works so far. Let's see how it sounds. So far. Sounds good. Sounds decent. Right? Now the question is, does it play? So I'm going to put this on live. And also the chat doesn't come up here. I'm going to put this on live. Oh, peanut butter. What? Click here. Click here. Turn this over. And let's see how this looks. Let's see how it plays. I have to be ghetto and essentially have my phone as a monitor. But right now I'm testing out some stuff here and see if it. I'm stress testing. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm stress testing the setup and seeing if it works. And hopefully, if it works, then I might move these forward. But this is mostly just to test the brand new internet that I got. You know what? Let's go 1080p on my phone. Fuck it. I'll record it. We'll do it live. Said one of my favorite, one of my favorite TV personalities. So let's go on quality here and let's bump this up. Let's bump it up to higher picture quality on my phone. Because I could do it. Fuck it. Why not? Okay, so YouTube has this nice little feature here that lets me see that. Oh, what's wrong with the wide? What's wrong with the picture? It looks wide. Oh, wait, that's just you. Listen, I've been walking, all right, 8 miles a day, you fuck. And that's easy for you to say. I can't even see what you look like, you cunt. You could look like a complete troglodyte. Okay, so I'm going to play Ultrakill. And let's see if it shows here. Let's see how it looks like. I'm going to go... I don't care about the gameplay as much as I do seeing what it looks like. So... I'm going to play, you know what, let's do this first level. No full intro. And let's see how it looks like. This is going to be a little bit complicated because I want to see what it looks like on the phone streaming to you. So, okay. I'm not really going to care as much about the actual, the game portion. Right? So I might just meander aimlessly. But I'm trying to see what it looks like here, at least. This game is pretty tremendous, by the way. I hate video games. But this one is one that's passed the test. Okay, looks good. Looks good. No lag so far. I think I finally solved it. I think I finally solved the problem that I've been having with the internet. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. It's an additional fucking load a month, but hopefully it works out right. I do have to lower this though because oh yeah, so nice of them. I have to lower this because one thing is that the audio in this game is quite blaring. Now the point of this game, if you haven't guessed it already, is to murder as many creatures as possible. Now granted, this game does do that in a very satisfying way, and as you can see, I've already played the shit out of the game because I've already gotten all the updates and all the little upgrades to your guns. But I really still don't get it. I don't get video games. Like how people could waste days. I'll play a game, I would say once a year, I'll spend maybe 4 hours playing a video game. Right? I'll just put 4 to 8 hours total playing a video game, just run it through, and then that's it. I don't understand these people that they make their whole lives on this. Like that's a very boring and gay way to live. Okay, so let's do that. Mind you, I'm saying this as I'm doing a stream where I'm playing a video game, right? But I'm admitting to the fact that I don't usually play video games. So I think there's something to be said about that. So let's see how it looks like. Let's see how it sounds like as well. Okay, raising the volume. Okay, so I'm going to reduce the output capture because I think that's the part that's annoying. We're doing it live. Fuck it. I'll record it. We'll do it live. But not bad. Not bad. I'm impressed so far. I'm enjoying the fact that I could actually do this without any sort of internet problems. Usually, my issue is the internet. That's the problem, right? Because it lags. I have the capacity of doing it. This computer is quite the good one, but it's very annoying. It's definitely very annoying because it's been internet that's been plaguing me. But hopefully now T-Mobile has solved that. What's this? What led you to decide to extend the receding hairline to the top of your head? I don't know. You tell me, cunt. You tell me, because you're the one that seems to look like me the most. So maybe you would know that more than I would. Because you actually, based on that profile picture, you had the time to make the changes, but you didn't make the changes in your life. You just let it go with the way that it is, right? So again, I don't know how you look like. So that's the, what is it? That's even the kettle calling the pot black. Is that what it is? Because I don't know what you look like. I don't even know if you're a kettle. Are you finally connected to Ethernet? Yeah, I'm connected to an Ethernet. But this is an interesting little thing because I wanted to try this out. It's not a conventional thing per se, but T-Mobile has this thing where they am I on maxed here? On my audio, because that'd be quite annoying. But T-Mobile has this thing, this home internet shit, and I wanted to test it out and see if it works. It's wireless, but right now I'm connected with an Ethernet to the wireless receiver. It hasn't lagged so far in terms of that, and this should be 1080 from the settings that I put. That's not bad. That's not bad. Now, granted, let's see how that goes when I use 50 gigabytes of data, more than 50 gigabytes of data in the month, and see how low they managed to put my internet. But I'm happy with that. My audio is quite annoying. Okay. See, this is why I'm here. I'm testing it out. This is hopefully. But here's the thing. I also don't know if I could fucking trust anybody. I don't know if I could trust anybody. That's the worst part. Because usually when it comes to shit like this, I don't know how many times somebody has said, hey, man, hey, dude, you got audio. Your audio's not good. So I don't know if to take anybody seriously. So if there's a time for you to be serious, I would appreciate for this to be it. I would appreciate for this to be the time when you're serious. So that's up. This is up, especially coming Sunday when I want to do an official pigcast, the first ever one. So I need to really iron out the wrinkles. I want to iron out all the wrinkles before then. And also I might, because this is kind of annoying, especially for my posture. Look at this. I'm trying to have an erect posture, and this is what I'm relegated to do. This is what I have to do. So let's see. Let's go to live. Okay, I'm going to turn it to Dark Side Phil. That's what's going to happen. I'm just going to turn it to the Dark Side Phil of Magic video game variety streamers. Okay, that's fine. But let's see how it sounds with... let's see how it sounds like if I do this with the game. That might be the... Because the game is quite loud. That could be a little bit obnoxious. Also, this is annoying. I need to get a new microphone stand. Okay. So let's do this. I know that it gets particularly annoying. Well, not annoying to me because I have all the guns. So, but annoying to a would-be virgin player who's never played this game before. Look at this. How unfair is that? That kill everything in the room, especially with this gun. And then if you want to be, this is how you get all the ladies, by the way. Particular gun. That's how you get all the ladies. I'll tell you why in a moment. I could jump up. I'm trying to remember what you first couple levels. But see this? Look, you throw a coin and you shoot the coin, and the coin a target. So all that from shooting the coin. So imagine you did that in real life. You'd be drowning in pussy. You'd be drowning in all the vagina. Okay. I forgot the stupidity. This level. I shouldn't have picked this one in particular. The training shit. Like, this is almost unfair. Murder this guy. This guy becomes a normal enemy. And also, the part that's, I guess, novel about this game is that you recover health by shooting them in the face and being near them. That's fun. Let's do that. 2/3 ratio, I say good now after you up it. Sounds awful. Turn the game up, turn your mic down. Yeah, now you're trolling. New Minecraft glitch lets you make unlimited potions in one dripstone. That does sound nerdy. That definitely does sound nerdy. But you know what? You seem like a type of guy to embrace the nerdiness. Get the pussy. So you manage to get the ladies that enjoy that sort of stuff. I mean, they might not be the best in the bunch, but at least a whole is a whole. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look, I could even do this. A whole is a whole. Right? I couldn't do that before. That's brand new stuff. Now I could barely hear it. A little bit. Okay, let's do that. Go this way. So this, I think, what level? Can open? What level is it? Can't even get out of here. I'm really turning into Dark Side Phil. Okay, you know what? Let's quit the mission here. Go to the one of the more advanced ones. But this game is tremendous. I just hate how slow whoever the guy that's making the levels is at actually putting them through. You know what? Let's test this one out. Might be an intensive level. So far, I'm kind of I'm a little bit ecstatic at the fact that I could actually do these streams while playing what would be a very intensive game. Nothing is bogging down. That makes me happy, and I'm rarely happy. I mean, my profession alone is enough not to make me satisfied with life. But at least playing a game is, or being able to play a game, stream, is a good barometer to testing out what I could do. So having a camera and showing browser, like showing stuff in the browser, is not going to be too difficult, I'm sure. Or even doing upcoming ham radios. Daniel keeps bothering me about ham radios. Keeps wanting to go, hey man, so figure this out, and I'm apprehensive. I'm apprehensive as to the thought of doing ham radios in general. Let's lower this, because this game is way too loud for me. That's what I like about this too. That when I first played this, I lost my shit when I went to the boss, and I hate to say that because it's a video game, right? And you really can't say that without sounding like a mentally ill virgin. But just the fact that you are fighting all these enemies that are your height, your size, and then eventually you get to this boss that's the size of a building. It's very dynamic. You need to adjust decay on your audio envelope. I almost said the N-word out loud right now, just out of anger. Not out of anything to do with wholesome racism, just out of anger. It almost made me say that. I mean, this is Pigcake Plus. I should technically try to speedrun me getting canceled on this particular account because of how irrelevant it is. See, this part actually lets you know that you're about to deal with something that's well beyond what you've already dealt with. Right? You shoot the hand, shoot it as many times as you want. You have to avoid these cunty little wind bursts, or whatever it is. But it becomes pretty interesting when the boss finally shows himself. I hope he doesn't kill me after fucking 3 minutes of gameplay. That would be really fucking annoying, would it not? Okay. Okay, come on. I don't get people that also do this professionally. I hate playing video games, and to play video games and also have to, like, use my mouth. This stream would go down well with the McDonald's cheeseburger. You're not going to tempt me. And I'll tell you why you're not going to tempt me. Because I haven't had any sort of fast food the past, ever since the doctor gave okay, saying, hey, man, you're good. Everything is fine. Which is, by the way, not a good thing. That's not a good thing that he told me that. Because now I'm going to take advantage of that and start potentially going down a calamitous road of gluttony. Oh, okay. Okay, you know what? I could cheat. I could just do this. Although the cheats are enabled, but I forgot how to actually use them. This one's a good gun because you could just do this. That kind of fucks him up. But it does take a while to load. So let's hope that I'm not going to dark side fill this up. So I just avoid those bottom ones. Noxious. Okay. So I think I should be able to manage this well now. Okay. Okay. See, look at that. Who said that I'm not a pro at anything? I'm being a pro gamer right now. Okay. Oh, okay. Getting a little bit more difficult. Okay. Haven't hit him once. Haven't hit him once. Really eating my own words there. Okay. Okay, there you go. There you go. See, that only took I guess 3 tries. That's not bad. Right? That's not bad. But let's see if we can actually show you what the boss looks like. But so far, 0 drop frames, which makes me a very happy boy. So 0 drop frames, camera stream, 1080p. If I could adjust my posture and not have a David Penn hunched back. I realized, by the way, that he has quite a hunch, David Penn, making this video today on Greg Petty and Sean Hayden. That looking at these other ones, that I've noticed he kind of has like a little bit of a hump. He's an attractive lad, David Penn, but depends on what he's doing because he exercises when he has a stage show. But when he doesn't have a stage show, he kind of lets himself go. But I'd let him hit it. 20 species of animals in the USA went extinct. You see, this is the part that kind of fucked me up when I first played this. Because how do you manage this? Like, how are you supposed to deal with this? So it's a little bit of a learning curve. Obviously, the closer you get to the fist, try to get some blood from that. But then this guy starts following you around. That's an instant kill. So if that hits you, that's an instant kill. So playing this for the first time was quite the trip. If I could get some health here. Fucking I forgot how fucking stupid this boss was. And now to do this while I'm trying to do a stream, providing what is otherwise content, that's otherwise impossible. Okay, I think his eyeball falls off now, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and now I'm supposed to kill these guys, also while avoiding the hearted black thing that's trying to get me, which is a little bit racist, to be honest. Let's be fair here. It could have been a white ball. It could have been a white ball, but instead the video game maker decided to put it as a black ball. A little bit on the edgy side there, whatever the maker is of this game. But I almost got him. I think I almost got him. So let's see. I got him. There you go. See, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. That actually was a lot better than I thought it would go. So 0 drop frames so far. You know, I got to tell you, I'm a happy lad. I'm a happy lad that the stream hasn't died yet. I don't have Chrome open, though. I wonder how that could work. I have Chrome all the way open. Look at this. You do see the... this angle is definitely not flattering on the hairline. Right? Especially the haircut that I chose to get. I'm like, hey, let me trim these sides up. Blame my my grandfather. Grandfather's the one that fucked it up. Him and his otherwise special hairline. He used to have a hairline that would go to the crack of his ass, which is nice of him. Give me that. Let's see. I played this one. These are kind of dope levels. Actually, you know what? The first... I think this one, if I do recall, the first one here was quite the level. You have a nice skull shape. Thank you for that. Isn't that exactly what I was saying about your haircut? Yeah, but I noticed it high quality camera. And the annoying part, thank you, Hannah, for taking that fucking back. The only somewhat sub compliment. But did they shave the side of your head or that your real hairline? Well, they trimmed this up, right? They trimmed this up and then line up my beard. I didn't ask him for much, but I've been doing this the past couple months. I didn't do a good job last time. I was kind of fucked doing it. So I'm waiting for it to grow back to reach it. But I realized last time after getting a haircut, I was just telling the guy, hey, man, just Do something very easy, and that's going to take you no time for money. Something that I could just do myself after he provides the outline, of which he did. So now I just got to keep it up. I'm sure I'm going to get tired eventually of the haircut and just go bald. But I'm hoping that I don't have an ugly bald, like a bald shape. That's the worst thing. I know a couple people that tried to go bald, and they didn't realize they have bumps in their head. They have these nasty bumps that make their head shape look like that of a retarded peanut, like a tree monkey. I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna keep the long hair as possible. Let's see. JT says he provides the outline. Piggy provides the hairline. Thank you. Fix your envelope. You keep cutting out. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. I'm sorry. What I tried to do was I tried to have a what? Oh, here. I try to have a not an envelope, but I try to have a noise gate. But I realized, you know what? I could deal with the background noise. Right? Let's go to noise suppression. Let's have a noise suppression. I forgot which one you're supposed to have first, the compressor or the noise gate. Or sorry, I don't know which one is you're supposed to have first. The compressor and then the noise reduction. I'm not sure. Let's see how it sounds like. Let's see how it sounds like. The compressor and then a noise reduction. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, I took out the noise gate, which is the hard cut, which I'm not a fan. Oxymoron says turn the mic off. Turn the mic off. I swear to God. I just need to find I just need to do the same level of research that has been done on myself to find the identity of the pigcakee community. I just need to do a little bit of research, and that's it. I'm sure that I could have the same level of doxing that I've been a part of. Although luckily it hasn't been it's not a dox in the sense of like, hey, here's pigcakee, hey guys. It's more of a hey, we know. We know. And that's not bad. I prefer that. Having an adverse reaction to new medication. Shit my pants today. Need a win. Tell me my past is sexier than Anna D. You know, I don't know. I don't know. She's very attractive. She's very attractive. And I don't know why before I forgot what rating I gave her. But based on the pictures she's recently posted, man, but your pass is definitely, I think, more attractive than she is because at least I could probably touch your pass. Whereas I'm sure, even with all the Rufinol, I'm not gonna be able to touch anything related to Anna D. So I'm gonna say that you're better. Do you remember when you filmed in your mom's place? Which time? Which time, you cunt? That I film in my mom's place. I remember the video specifically. That was a fun time in my life. Right? Everything was kind of going to shit at that point. But I came out of it. I came out of it better off than I did starting into it, if that makes sense. So that was a fun time period. Right? And again, things that were out of my control. Not to sound like Dark Side Phil, but yeah, that was a fun time period. But she did have a nice place that had at least a good good backdrop for that particular video. I think it was the name. It was a name review or something like that, if I recall correctly. I think I'm screaming into the microphone because I fucking the audio is way too loud on my fucking headphones. Which time? Family Fucker 7? Is that a reference to a porno? Yeah, it makes sense. Definitely not on top. What? Man, I love trying to figure out a stream here. Trying to, hey, let me test the stream. Let me see. At least you've been honest about the audio. I'll give you that. Usually it gets a little bit annoying trying to figure out audio problems when everybody's telling you that the audio sounds like shit and then it doesn't sound like shit. Right? But this one, at least, you've been a little bit honest because I did put a noise gate and you did tell me about the noise gate. So I do appreciate that. Thank you for that. But let's see. So far, I haven't lagged. That's number one. This is outputting at 1080, right? That's good. So if I do a stream, right? If I do a stream, it shouldn't be that intensive because I'm not going to be playing a game. I'm gonna be just recording myself and showing some stuff that I'm looking at, like having a browser. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna be fine. However, this is a good test to see if what I could do, right? Because if I'm playing a game, that lets me know I could do this. I could have decent audio. Just need to figure out the settings. Good quality camera. That's not a fucking phone. So far so good. I'm kind of happy with the T-Mobile internet. Although I'm sure that it's probably gonna kill me. I'm sure because whatever it's radiating out of it definitely can't be healthy for me. Definitely cannot be healthy for me because it's just a cylinder that's connected to nothing that I have an Ethernet coming out of. So I'm sure that there's going to be some sort of brainwave issue later on in life. Top Notch told me you never mentioned a book safe. That's funny. He would know. I did remember mentioning that specifically because I thought that it was such an interesting thing to have a George W. Bush book, um, but not have the actual book have have it be a safe. So that was a little bit fun. So I do remember mentioning that, you cunt. I've realized that if it's not something that's directly based on information about my identity, it's probably something I've mentioned. It's probably something that I've mentioned myself that I've forgotten. And then you use that to make it seem like you gathered that information in a more nefarious way, which would be technically impossible unless you maybe contacted somebody, which I doubt. But I also like this, by the way. This game has kind of interesting kills that you could have with the foes. But right now I have no health, so I have to kill one of these cunts nearby and then absorb their blood. Okay? Like this guy. Look at this. Give me that. Give me the chocolate. Give me the chocolate. See, if I mention give me the chocolate, that's a reference I've made before that I'm pretty sure you recognize if you're somebody that's been listening way too attentively to stuff that I've said. Let's see. I'm testing you right now. Where is that reference from? Where is that reference from? If I say give me the chocolate. Let's see. I've been looking for that video for years now and I haven't found it. So let's see if somebody remembers here, or if what do you call this? If a person with a picture that resembles me. With climate change, you don't really have to worry about a future, says Hene. Starting to add more parlor work to my bar gig. Any advice on a routine that I should pick up? Well, if you're doing a bar, Hook is a great one, right? I would look up. It's hard to find now, but I'm sure you could pirate it. Oh, fuck me. Got my fucking hand stuck in the chair. Okay. That would have been a bad one. Um, but what's his name? Doc Eason, right? Is probably the best resource for bar stuff. He has this great trick with nuts, right? So he does. By the way, my hand. Look at this. I BLM'd myself today because I'm painting a desk that I'm going to use as my news desk. So I found it and I painted it, and I'm impatient. So that's this. But he has a great routine that's two in the hands, one in the pocket, and he does it with two bolts and a nut, right? So it looks like a dick, like a little mini dick. And then at the end, the nuts attach themselves to the bolt. So cool stuff. But Doc Eason is definitely someone to look up if you're interested in doing bar stuff. He has a lot of great jokes when it comes to that shit. But parlor style stuff, I mean, I'm imagining that scenario is you behind a bar. How am I going to get up there, by the way? Oh, never mind. Okay. I'm sure that it's you behind a bar doing stuff. So cups and balls is great and visual, and you could do a lot because you don't have to have anything on your lap. You could just have it underneath the counter. So anything with that is great, and really anything works. Card stuff works. Everything works. You just have to mind the on a stage with a camera on table. Okay, then yeah, that's different. That's definitely stage stuff. But a hook is still a great one, easy to do, right? If you have hands on a table, I wouldn't necessarily resort to like sleight of hand stuff. I would just take advantage of the extra camera to just get close-ups. For example, if you have somebody on stage, pick a card. I'm trying to think. There was something that I was working on recently that was stagey. I'm trying to remember what it is. But the good thing about a bar environment is that you could really play with the pattern. So you don't necessarily have to be you don't have to be PC, I guess, right? You don't have to be it's more PG. I don't know what I say PC. I guess politically correct, but you don't have to be PG. So you could really play around with what you say and play around with things. Who was the lecture recently? I saw a lecture recently where the guy like manhandled the girl on stage. And in the explanation, he's like, "Yes, so I usually pick a pretty girl, and it gives me I could touch her." I'm like, "Ugh, bad look," and that's coming from me. That's a bad look, and that's coming from me. Um, let's see. It's a reference to the time you brought up the cookie lady. Yeah, that's another thing that I brought up, but you went the extra mile and looked up the cookie lady, which I can't even look at that. In all frankness, to be frank, I can't even look at that page without probably shedding what would be a tear because of the comments on it, right? So it's kind of another fun time in my life with my grandmother going through some stuff. And thank you for bringing it up, by the way. Thank you for bringing that up. But it was a very nice gesture that they did, making a fan page for my grandmother, who was, I would say, loved at that school, you know? So that was nice to see. Even though they were little gangsters, little gangeritos, as I like to call them, or as they're called here. It was a very nice gesture for them to make a Facebook for my dearly departed grandmother. You fuck. And I'm glad a small reference was enough for you to find it. So thank you for that, you cunt. Um, let's see. That guy is now on a registry. That's tremendous. He got stuck on a rock and got a movie. Is he really on the registry? Is he? I remember that movie. It was James Franco that played him, who's arguably another guy that could potentially be on the registry. Not for, well, for date rape, right? Just like every actor. I feel like every actor has done some nefarious things that I'm sure bend legality, but they could get away with it. I really do dislike the notion that we give actors such credence Clearwater Revival just based on the fact that they have a talent where they could pretend to be someone else or pretend to be a character, and we deem that as valuable enough to warrant giving them inflated contracts. It's kind of nuts to see that. Same thing with like just sports. I get that it's a difficult thing to do, and that very few could do it well. But holy shit, man! Let's have a limit on that. Because that's Daniel. That's Daniel calling me, video calling me annoyingly on my phone. And I know that Daniel has Pigcake Plus. Daniel has Pigcake Plus with the notifications on. So he knows that I'm streaming because he got a notification, but he instead decides to do the most annoying thing, which is to call me. And I guarantee you he's probably going to see this and join. And then go, why didn't you pick up my call, man? Why didn't you pick up my call, dude? So that's another topic that I can't wait to get into when we do our first ham radio, as to how Daniel is now living the life of an 87-year-old pre-swinger. I say pre-swinger because he hasn't figured out that that's an exciting part of your 50s, the potential to swing with other similarly aged women and men. It's equal opportunity. I could do this, by the way. I've realized I could just do that and end that guy. So far so good, man. So far so good. The game's music is awful. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, but it's definitely like more retro stuff. I have to lower it though because it's quite annoying to have on these headphones. But it's not bad. It's not bad. If you play the game outside of it, it's pretty decent. Nuke the tune settings, pig. What do you mean by that? Nuke the tune settings. Well, right now I have the audio output way lower than I do the mic input. So I don't know if that's because right now it's literally barely, it should be barely registering, right? Let me see how it sounds. Let me see how it's, let me go back on my, this is how ghetto I have to be, that I have to test it on my phone and I have to see it that way. So let's go here and let's go back and see how it sounds like. Oh, wow, that was way too far. It doesn't sound too bad. Doesn't sound too bad, right? At least from this phone, it doesn't sound horrendous. Um, but for the love of Allah, turn the game up and your mic off. See, that's what I'm trying to avoid here. I'm trying to avoid that particular comment. Whereas AJ, thank you for being productive and helping me figure out my noise issues. Whereas Oxymoron, thank you for being a cunt. But let's see. Let me lower this then a little bit more for the game volume and see if maybe that has an effect. For the love of Allah, by the way, thank you for that nice bit there. Really reminds me of my homeland, the motherland, right? One thing too, by the way, that I've noticed on TikTok is that if you ever get on Muslim talk, is that really perfect? Okay, so I lowered that. What do you call this? Is to lower this. So hold up, because if I ever want a piece of advice, love like you've never been hurt. If that's a reference to something my mom's posted, I don't see my mother anywhere, like on Facebook or social media. So if that's a reference to that, I don't get it. Like I don't know it because of that. I don't know anything that she posts. So if that's an attempt at that, then you, my friend, are wasting your time. Okay, so I lowered the output gain on the game, but that's not going to be as much of an issue because I'm not really going to be playing games too often. I am going to be streaming more often, so that might be beneficial. But what I'm happy about so far is that I could stream without having an issue, at least until I reach the cap of 50 gigabytes. So let's see what happens when I reach the 50 gigabyte cap that T-Mobile has imposed on me. I can't wait. I can't fucking wait for me to get 3G speeds, right? For me to get edge speeds. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm glad they named it. It was just the music, the FX were okay. Maybe it could be the game itself, right? Because the game does have a little bit of, I would say, a quite significant blast and FX sounding, or sounds. Like this in particular. It's like Magnum-like. But this game is, let me tell you, man, if you're a fan of retro stuff, this guy really killed it. The only problem is that the updates for the game are few and far between. You get 5G LTE. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm testing because I'm trying out that new T-Mobile home internet, which is ostensibly 5G here. And luckily, because I do live in a bigger city, it is prevalent or more prevalent than it would be in other spots. But I don't know. I don't know, man. I think right now I'm on 4G. It might be on 4G. But as long as it's consistent and it hasn't dropped any frames, of which it hasn't, I'm fucking ecstatic. It only took how long? 5 years for me to figure out my fucking internet woes. And I think that this is a good, decent solution. But we'll see when I reach the cap, which I'm sure is not going to be in too long, knowing my use of the internet. So let's see how that goes. I hate that I fucked up and that I spawned all these cunts. Especially this guy. This guy's quite annoying on really hard mode. So let's kill this bitch, and then let's do a trick shot on this cunt. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Showing my virginity. I was in downtown LA, and they had it. I got 100 MPS. That's the other trick, though. Did you get megabytes per second or megabits per second? Because the megabits really fucks it up. Your voice ruins the game for me, cunt. But the megabits is really a fun one. That's a fun game that these what do you call online service providers? It's a really fun game that they found out that they could play by just changing the rate of data and making it sound or taking taking advantage of the fact that most people are computer illiterate and they're not going to know the difference or care about the difference until it's speed, until it becomes a speed issue. And they're like, how come I'm not getting fast internet? Well, ma'am, you signed up for the 10 megabits a second plan, which is the equivalent of having a 32K modem. Maybe that's why, you fucking retard. But that's the most annoying thing. But I was getting quite speedy with this. I was getting, I think, 300 or 400 megabits at least. So that's not bad. So I'm happy with that. It was fast as hell. Yeah, I'll see. I'll see. So my test of this is this, obviously, which is I would say a very intensive thing on my computer and very intensive on the network because this is outputting 1080, right? 1080 should be. So far so good. But we'll see in a couple days when the internet cap is reached whether or not it maintains that speed. So let's see. I hate this level. This level I think is like a shitty underwater cunt level. In Korea, it's so fast. It feels like a third world. Okay, hold up. In Korea, it's so fast. Oh man, it feels like a third world nation in the USA sometimes. Speed test gave me 120 megabits. Only way to test, right? Well, Google has their own little thing, but I don't trust any of like the network given ones. Like T-Mobile will be like, "We'll give you a speed test," and it's like literally, you get a fiber line equivalent, but they found another way to make it seem like you're getting faster internet when really you're getting molested. You're getting molested. What's this one? Imperfect hatred. These are the new levels, which were quite fun. I think you know what? Let's test this out because I think if I'm not mistaken, I think they should have updated this to actually put a secret level here. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to find it. This is not it. No, this is not the. At least I don't think this is it. No, this is definitely not it. It's the second level. But yeah, but it's at least this so far seems to be a good compromise. It seems to be a decent compromise because I don't want to have to deal with like Comcast and Verizon's a little bit predatory. T-Mobile's predatory as well, and also shitty because they give your information up to the people that want it. That leak that happened. But this is like a wireless thing, so I'd rather have that than have to deal with some cunt come in and put a fucking deal with wires everywhere and cables. So let's see. I think this one might be the level with the secret thing. Does Stefan still hang out on a pigsty? I've seen him join a couple streams. I've seen him join a couple streams here or there, right? I forgot what he asked me the other day. He wanted to some pointers on a count on a false Fauci on a false count. One thing I do need to do though is I'm waiting for this fucking table to dry with the paint, and that's what I want to bring in to put all this fun equipment on. Yeah, they did. You should be upset. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, right? Because from my understanding, they well they leaked a lot of information, including social security numbers, and they're like, "We recommend you freeze your credit." It's like, thank you for making me now have to do something because your ineptitude. But that's a fun thing, right? That's a fun thing to have everybody's information leaked, literally. Enemies will not bleed. Okay, so that means that I'm not going to be able to get health from this cunt, which is fine because I don't need health. I don't need health. I'm a pro gamer. Pro gamers don't need health. Did Butcher vaporize? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen Butcher in a couple streams. I've seen the 2.0 situation here with about 37 accounts with fun references to private things, right? That's one. Ah, fucking Villa. Okay. I was going to say black people, but I stopped myself at just black, which could arguably be worse because of the implication. But as far as the original Butcher, I'm not sure as to his I'm not sure as to his location and or presence in the chats. From my understanding, I think we had a misunderstanding, a political misunderstanding, and since then, he's been anti-pig. So that's my understanding of it. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. The running joke is that Butcher is at an Antifa rally. That's the running joke that I find humorous. At least I find humorous. I know some people might not, but just the idea of this entity holding up a flag, you know, with ACAB on it is enough for me to at least giggle a little bit, you know, to have a minor giggle. You can't. Okay, so at least I got my health back from this bitch. This level does get a little bit annoying, but I think the secret is what I need to look for to see if they actually the guy updated the level because they had a secret, but the guy because I think it's one person, he didn't have the level actually made last time I played this shit. So we'll see. We'll find out. We'll give it the old college try. See another cunt. And this is on, see, I was used to playing the game because I was trying to get all the secrets on easy mode. So right now I'm playing in at least somewhat of a normal difficulty. Roadhog. Oh, fuck off. See, that one was one that got me. That's one that got me. Roadhog. Jesus fucking Christ. Is that what I think it is? I remember this account from a while ago, but let me see if it's what I think it is. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it's see it. It's a reference to a jacket that I had. A reference to a jacket. That's gonna fucking kill me. It's a reference to a jacket that I had in my youth, which still fits me. The jacket still fits me, even in my advanced age. It still fits my person. So thank you for that reference. Really makes me feel comfortable knowing that somebody's out there listening intently to every word I say and every reference that I make, no matter how small. And no matter how forgetful, too, because that's the other part. It might be forgetful to me, but to the individual, it's not forgetful. So then it makes me question my life. Is that Antifa? Oh, yes. That's exactly what I was talking to. How do people do this, by the way? I don't get how people could play video games and have a chat and talk the entire time. This is a nightmare. I can't concentrate on all of it, right? Let's see. Let me look at these. I'm waiting for you to turn off your mic. Thank you, cunt. Did somebody call my name? Yes, Antifa, my favorite account. I don't know what picture that is. I can't zoom into it. Mahmoud says, it just doesn't button. Yeah, that's the only difference. It doesn't button. Plot twist. Your mom's trolling you. I had a good conversation with my mom the other day, and every time I talk to my mom, it's hysterical because I forget that she curses just casually. So she'll be telling me, yeah, these fucking, I don't understand what they're fucking doing with this building, you know? It's just stupid. I'm like, okay, thanks, Mom. So I just love that. Pig, you're the closest to an Arabic Norm McDonald. I haven't been on Patreon in ages, but I pay every month or two for 2 years straight. Black Panther fist. Stay offensive. Thank you, AJ Constantine. I appreciate that. All right, let's you know what? Let's take the opportunity to just have a moment of silence. Right? I'm not gonna say for what, because you know for what it is. But I'm just gonna have a moment of silence here, just so we could all appreciate what's been taken from us. So, oh yeah, Wakanda forever. Okay, that's great. I feel better now. I feel better now. I feel great. Ah, God, I think we need to do that more often as a society. We need to do more of those more often. Oh, I think everything's way better now. Off from that, that's all it took. It's funny how easily this guy can gaslight himself. Listen, I was gaslit today, purchasing the paint. Fucking cunt. I was gaslit today. I know I'm using that incorrectly, but I was when there was a lady in the line in front of me, and she was just perusing, looking at the stuff in the line, right? She was just looking around at the stuff, and I'm just waiting. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt, right? Because maybe she's waiting for the person that's at that cash register, whatever. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt, and she's looking around. She knows that I'm behind her. There's a line of like 4 people building up now, and I give it 30 more seconds, and I'm looking at her, and she's just looking casually at the stuff, and I go, "Excuse me, ma'am, are you in the line?" And she goes, "Oh, yeah, I'm sorry." And she starts going to the front of the line to where the cashiers are. And I'm like, "You were just wasting everybody's time here." And then she goes, "Oh, I forgot my stuff." And she goes to one of the shelves at the checkout, and she starts grabbing all her stuff that she didn't have in her hand. We live in a society. We live in a society, my friends. Old cunts need to know their place. And she kept saying, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." And I think it was kind of sarcastic at some point. I literally never mentioned a jacket until now, and it's demeaning to suggest that the work I've done is just remembering something you slipped. Well, I know that specifically is that because I remember the account from before cunt. I remember Roadhog having made its appearance previously on the multi media that is Pigcake. So I remember the account, and I'm sure it's something that I've mentioned because I remember saying this specifically. So it's not that I'm gaslighting myself. Okay, we've all watched. Um, I'm trying to think of the videos series that's like, here's how to argue. Here are techniques that could be used against you. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is this. It's fucking great. But yeah, I remember you cunt, or that particular account. Let me see if I could get health from this guy. There you go. Give me the chocolate. Give me the chocolate. I don't think, see, you didn't mention specifically where Give Me the Chocolate was from. You know, I really, I'm not a fan of these games. I'm really not a fan of these fucking games. But you know what? That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to stress test this. I think that's it for this one. I want to set some stuff up in the background. But I'm a little bit happy. I'm a little bit happy. Let's see if I could change. If I could go to camera transition, camera no transition. Let's see how that looks. Look at that, right? Look at that. So yeah, I wanted to test out this. I wanted to test out my capacity to stream with my brand new internet capabilities, and hopefully the next official Pigcast stream on Sunday. I want to do it earlier, but I guess I'll keep it consistent on Sundays. But we'll do it that way. Look at that, man. I just saw my full thing. Also, I worked out and jogged and haven't showered, so I'm particularly gnarly here. Look at this. What is that? The shape of the skull. I noticed in the in my profile picture, my weird shape. So it might really lead me to keep the hair as long as I'm alive, just because I don't want to go bald, man. I don't think I have the head for that. This right here is what's fucking me. This thing. If I only could get hairs from my asshole, right? If I could get hairs from my asshole and put it here without the surgical process, I definitely do that. Maybe I could do it with some sort of glue. Nice beard, that forehead, too late. But yeah, that's what I want to do. So thank you for being here, I guess. All right, whatever that means. If it meant making fun of my forehead or making references to things about my life, thank you. But apart from that, man, yeah, I don't know. Fucking just see you around.